how to start a channel using pretty much all AI, get monetized, stay monetized, and make a lot of money. There's a lot of channels out here that are doing kind of AI-driven content. The method works, but you have to do it in a very specific way. Otherwise, you run the risk of either not getting monetized to begin with or getting demonetized down the road. But I'll show you how to do it in the World War II niche and also other niches as well, because it's not just the World War II that's doing incredibly well. One of the most frequent requests that I get is how to start a channel using pretty much all AI, get monetized, stay monetized, and make a lot of money. Just like this channel who literally generated $13,000 their first month, even hitting one day, doing a $2,000 day with now steady growth. So there's a lot of channels out here that are doing kind of AI driven content, and the method works, but you have to do it in a very specific way. Otherwise, you run the risk of either not getting monetized to begin with or getting demonetized down the road. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to start one of these channels from scratch with all the websites, the prompts, the resources, and tools. And the channel we're going to be emulating is this World War II Secrets. There's other versions of this, lots of different cross channels that are doing the same thing, but I'll show you how to do it in the World War II niche and also other niches as well, because it's not just the World War II that's doing incredibly well. So the twist we're going to do is that we're not going to create AI slop style videos with just some images, slideshow. We're going to create videos like this.
Late March 1941, 1900 hours, Coventry, England. In a small, dimly lit kitchen, Dorothy, a mother of two, cracked open a can of beans. She didn't have much, but it was enough to feed her children. The air outside was thick with the low hum of approaching aircraft. A dull thud shook the house. Another bomb had dropped nearby.
All right, so the video I just shared with you, I created myself, okay? And I created it very simply using a software called Hera AI. This is a AI motion graphic design AI tool. It is extremely simple to use. It's also very cheap to use, and it can create motion graphics and motion designs with a simple prompt. So let me just share with you a couple things that it can do. So I'm just going to hover over a couple options. You can kind of see it does a lot of like the map animations with literally, again, a simple text prompt. You can see here, Australia. You can see a month calendar, something kind of animating. It kind of does a bit of glitching when it animates over, but you can kind of get the point. It does some really advanced things, and it's just all coming from a simple prompt. So whatever it is you need, like a phone call animation, if you need that, or a Slack selector, all this is done with AI. You can literally just come in, use the exact same prompt, just change the names, and you can use this. And it's all built into the platform. So that's the one case use of this tool, but also you can use it to literally create AI-driven channels, right? AI-driven videos, which is extremely powerful, guys, because normally to have this quality and this degree of editing capacity, it would cost you a lot of money and it would take a lot of time and you have to find someone quite advanced. But now with AI, we can literally create this stuff in a blink of an eye. It takes no time to create, and we can make custom animations and custom designs, because unfortunately with these channels, like I said, everything is very cheap. It's just image after image after image, which to some degree it's fine, it works, but you run the risk of the channel not getting monetized because it's low effort, and also getting demonetized because they could figure it out later that it's low effort, and then all of your income is gone as fast as it comes. So I'm going to teach you guys how to approach this niche, but specifically how to edit it in a way where it's going to be much more captivating, much more engaging, and it's not going to be that much more work. But the trade-off is that you're basically guaranteed to get monetized and guaranteed to stay monetized. So this is kind of like the upgraded version of what everyone else is teaching, because guys, honestly, you need to keep yourself safe. Imagine hitting 10K a month, like I just showed you here, and all of a sudden your income is gone, right? You have all this income, you're anticipating quitting your job and, you know, buying things, whatever it is, changing your life, and all of a sudden your income's gone because they're demonetizing channels left and right, which are not abiding by transformative rules, right? So let's go into the first step. I don't want to waste any time, guys. The first step is to create the script for a video just like this. And by the way, if you guys want access to all the links, resources, and prompts, I need you guys to head over to my free school community, which is the first link in the description. You're going to have access to a community of over 10,000 people, which is, I think, one of the largest YouTube communities at this moment. You also get a classroom full of different video modules with our success stories and also a step-by-step guide on how to start a channel for yourself. And also we go live every single week. So this way you have full and direct access to me and 10,000 other people doing YouTube. And in here, you'll see the links and prompts to this video. So go over to ChatGPT. All right. And then I want you guys to paste this exact prompt that I've given you here in the video. So go ahead, paste it in ChatGPT and let it do its thing. So now it's going to ask me for 3 winning scripts. That's what the whole script is about. It's finding 3 winning scripts, and then it's going to break down exactly what made them actually go viral, the hooks, the pattern interrupts, the rehooks, the tempo, the cliffhangers, everything. right? And then once it understands why these videos went viral, then it can microanalyze that and create a new prompt for you based on these scripts for you to then write your script. All right. So this is really, really essential. Like, this is very advanced style of script writing. It's not just like, hey, take this topic and write me a similar script to this channel. That's not how you create winning scripts, guys. The script writing process of your videos is essential, guys. If you're not captivating the viewer, if you're not hooking the viewer, you're not going to get the view. You're not going to keep the view. All right. So what you need to do this successfully is to go to one of these channels and go to most popular. Once you're most popular, I want you to actually click on the video. Now, there's two ways
Jim
to
Hurts.
create a script, okay? The first way is what I recommend all you guys to do is to have the Next Level extension. If you don't have the Next Level extension, I want you guys to go over here to Classroom. I want you to go over to Tools, and I want you to guys to get the Next Level extension. It is like $9 a month. Everybody needs it. It's essential. And if you use my code, it's 20% off. You can use it or not use it. It's up to you. But that's going to give you the access, the ability to actually just click over here to script, and it's going to take you over here on the side where you can literally just export the entire transcript in a second and put it now into a new doc. So you just want to go docs.new. You want to put script 1 and you want to paste the script. Then you want to go down here. You want to put script 2 and then same exact thing you did. You want to go over here. You want to find the second most popular video over here. Do the exact same thing. So script over here, export, copy transcript, paste that, and then script 3, do the exact same thing again. Now, once you have these scripts, then you can actually download the document. Now, what I want to show you is that you don't have to actually use this Next Level AI tool. You can just type in YouTube script transcript downloader, and then you can just paste the link, and then you can also get the script that way. I just think that this Next Level tool has this feature and a multitude of other features which are essential if you actually want to be successful and have a massive competitive advantage with YouTube. So over here, you just want to write scripts for World War II channel. And then you just want to go ahead, download as PDF. And now, once it's downloaded, you guys can basically go back to the AI and you can just paste that PDF. Once it's loaded, you can just press enter, and then it's going to start asking you a few more questions. So first, it's going to ask you what's the title of the new video, and is there any crucial information or research context that you should incorporate, for example, names, events, specific historical moments. Okay, so now let's just go ahead and take this topic for example. Of course, I wouldn't actually use this one. So you just put number 1, paste this, and then 2, nothing specific. Of course, you'd actually want to put something specific, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to put nothing. So now they have the topic, and it's going to model after the World War II scripts that you've uploaded. So it's going to make sure that it does everything as similar as the references that it gave you. So right here, you have the first section automatically given to you, all right? This is as similar as humanly possible to the original style. It's going to ask you 3 questions. Are you happy and want to continue with this? Do you want to rewrite the section completely, or do you want to extend it and make it even longer, adding more sensory detail or inner monologue, whatever it is? So you really have like this interactive script which will allow you to create really engaging videos. And this is important because, again, we have a storytelling channel, right? So if you don't feel like you're pulled in right away and captivated, then it didn't do a right job. But I know for a fact these channels always start with the time and the date, and then starting off right in the story with something very powerful. That's a very, very captivating hook. It's a great hook. If you don't create good hooks, you'll never captivate the viewer and convince them to keep on watching, right? So here's your script. You can literally just click on 1 every single time, and it's going to continue to the next section, next section, next section. So now we basically have the script, and that's part 1, guys. So use this script and do exactly what I showed you guys. It'll work just like this. It's a phenomenal script, and I'm giving this guys for free, literally for free. The next section is to actually narrate the voiceover. You can do it yourself, you can hire someone to do it, or we could just use AI. So 11 Labs, everybody already knows 11 Labs. The second website that if you don't want to use 11 Labs is called Gen AI Pro. I don't know how long this is going to be around for, but right now I'm using it myself and all my students are using it. You can basically get all these different things like ChatGPT, like 11 Labs and Minimax, and also VO for like 80 to 90% off. And essentially it's just one of these weird services where it just steals everything and uses the API, but you're able to use it at discounted cost. So for example, if you go over here, you can literally use the voice credits for 11 Labs. If you pay $4, you get 200,000 credits. Just for reference, 100,000 credits is already $22 a month. So 200,000 credits would be somewhere around maybe 40, 50 bucks a month. And with this website, you're literally only paying $4 for the same amount of credits. So this is a fantastic website to use. I'll show you guys, I'll just log in and show you what it looks like. So what you need to do is add a balance, as you can already see. So you can use Binance, USDT, or just credit card or PayPal. And once you top up your balance, then you can go ahead and buy what you need. So if I just need like a week access of this or 30 days access to this, I literally just click on select package and pay with the balance. And then I'll show you what it looks like. And over here, I can click on labs and you're going to see I basically have like a built-in 11 labs directory, right? So I can go over here, I can select my voiceovers. I can't clone any voices, unfortunately, but I can just select the voice. I can paste this and I can just create the voice. I can also modify everything, the speed, stability, similarity. It's all the same thing. It's all built in. It's kind of just like a wrapper, but it's the exact same thing. So this is a really cool way to basically get all your 11 labs for basically free. I'd say like $4 a month. So really cool hack. Again, link in the description. No affiliate stuff. You could just use this. It's a fantastic tool to just keep the business model as financially sustainable as you possibly can. All right. And another reason why you want this is because, again, you're creating content that's between like 30 to 60 to 90 minutes long. If you use 11 labs, you're going to fly through all these credits, you know? Even in the worst case, say you wanted 11 million credits, which is about the equivalent over here. If we go to 11 million credits, it's around $1,300 a month. And here it is literally $30 a month, right? So even if you want to max this thing out and create 5 1-hour videos a day, you'd only pay $30 a month for top quality voiceover. So this is a huge hack, guys. I'm putting you on some serious game here, all right? So the next step, once you have the voiceover, is to actually edit the video. So now we can head over to Hera AI and start creating it, all right? Now, before you create the videos, you need to actually prompt out the scenes. So I would head over to ChatGPT and I would paste this exact script. So once you've pasted this, it's gonna say paste the script below and analyze the script and break it down to 5-second segments. So with Hera, you can choose to make a 5-second segment video, a 10-second, a 30-second. And so we're going to be doing this with 5-second videos. And again, what you can do is you could start with 5 seconds. So it's much more interactive at first and more fast flowing. But eventually after maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes, you can start slowing it down and doing 10-second segments or 30-second segments. And now you're going to have to not do as many scenes for the rest of the video, only kind of front loading the beginning with as much kind of visually captivating editing so it can keep the viewer retained. So now once this loads, you just want to paste your script. Now I'm not going to paste the whole thing, obviously. I'm just going to paste a section of it. Now it's basically going to break everything up into 5-second scenes and give me the exact prompt. And I've given this a very good prompt, by the way, because usually when you ask for AI prompts for videos, it's going to give you some really cheesy things that the AI actually cannot detect or recognize, and it's going to give you really off videos. But I've really fine-tuned this to give you guys the best prompt that's going to actually create videos that are going to convert properly, especially using Hera AI. Like I actually mentioned, we're using Hera AI. So now you basically have the prompts. And what you can do is now copy and paste these scenes into Hera AI. So now you just want to go back to Hera. You'd want to paste this, make sure it's 16:9, make sure it's 5 seconds. And from here, you can literally just render it. Okay. Once you do, it's going to take a few seconds, and then you can just download that scene and start accumulating all of your scenes in a folder, and then we can actually put them together, edit them into a video, and then go from there. So I'll show you guys once this renders, and then we can move forward from there. All right, so the first scene just finished. Let's take a look at this. So that's pretty solid. Again, it's not going to be these like crazy animations and super high quality stuff. You don't need to. It's just like a visual representation of what's happening and being said in the script, right? So that's the scene of a line of exhausted Japanese shoulders shuffle barefoot across a dusty compound in the Philippines. Heads lowered, wrists bound by the habit of more than a rope. So of course, it's not going to be super detailed, but that's not what you need. What you need is just to create a video, and you can literally create a video out of thin air. I didn't have to do any editing. I didn't have to do any creative directing. I just put in the prompt. It did it for you. I just now download this thing. So you can go over here, click on export, and then just click on 1080p, which is fine. MP4, and just export the video. So now what you need to do is actually finish the entire script, download all those scenes, upload them into CapCut, and just drag and drop every single one in alignment as the script is going. And then download the audio file, drag it underneath, and time everything. Usually everything should be timed perfectly. I didn't even have to modify a single second off of this. It literally timed up perfectly to every 5 seconds, and it was all done for me. This part actually was the easiest and the fastest part. And when it's done, just render the video, and that's pretty much it. So now let me show you exactly how the next step will work, which is the thumbnail. Now in the thumbnail, all you need to do is just copy this prompt over here, go back to ChatGPT, and you're going to see exactly how quickly we can create a thumbnail for the video. Now go ahead and paste. So for this one, I just put a scene, a group of soldiers showering in mud and water. And then I have the rest of the scene, which kind of gives you the exact kind of style as that kind of very old, grungy shot with a crazy old camera, right? And the vintage style. And then it's all going to be here, size 1920 by 1080, and that's it. So just let it render and see what it gives us. All right, so it actually didn't give me what I wanted because I spelled showering wrong. But you get the idea. This is basically an exact replica of like a grungy vintage World War II photo. This looks actually amazing. It's mid-scene, which gives a lot of emotion, which is very good. You want to be like literally mid-action, right before something happens, kind of thing. These thumbnails usually tend to do the best. And so, yeah, that's all we need to do for this. We already have the thumbnail. We have basically everything done, and now we're going to finalize with the titles. If you guys are enjoying this kind of content, by the way, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We post stuff like this all the time. These really in-depth tutorials, because guys, there's too much garbage out there with people giving you really bad advice with really bad prompts. I'm here to basically switch that up. You can use my prompts and be 100% surefire you're going to get the best output. Not these like cheesy, oh, just give me a script based on this and make it 10 minutes long. That stuff doesn't work. These guys don't understand AI. So here is the prompt that's going to give you the best possible output for the thumbnails. And now the next thing you want to do is to create the titles. So again, we can head back to ChatGPT and we can copy this prompt over here. All right. And when we go back, we want to do one other thing right before we click paste. You want to go back to the channel, all right, the reference channel. You want to go sort by most popular, and you want to just screenshot all of the top videos. So we have this one. Want to drag it over here. Want to go back and scroll down to the next set of 8 and do the exact same thing. You can do that for more if you want to, but I think this should be good enough, just 2 rounds. And then we can click submit. Now what it's going to do, it's going to analyze all the winning titles in the competitor, right? It's going to analyze thoroughly to understand what made them go viral, the psychology of the words and setup. And then it's going to ask me what the video is about and then create 5 winning titles that work best based on the studies of the winning titles that I've attached. After you share the 5, it's going to choose which one it thinks is the best one and why, right? So now what you need to do is just give it a title. So let's just go ahead and then we can basically, I'm just going to copy the exact same one we've already used. And once it's doing this, I'm just going to paste the actual title because it's going to ask me the title, and then it's going to create more titles like that for me. All right. So once it does this thing, because it's obviously studying and understanding what made these titles go, it's going to ask me which is my title so it can give me more titles for it. All right, so now it's even giving me ideas for like buckets, which is really cool, and which bucket it thinks is best, which is super powerful. But let's go ahead and just paste this first title and just see what it says. So obviously it's going to do a deep analysis to understand why it went viral and just looking at the keywords, the phrases, and all these different things. And now it's going to ask you a few questions about the things. So you can basically just break these down, and then it's going to give you 5 viral title variations. And then it's going to give you the top #1 performing pick and explain exactly why you should use it because it'll convert best for your video. And that's pretty much it. It's going to do all with AI, and you've now basically essentially created a channel from scratch using completely AI tools. And it's not that expensive, guys. Hera AI is really inexpensive to use. So for the $20 a month plan, you can basically get 200 prompts per month, which is a lot of prompts. All right. And then you can move over as well to the $40 a month, have 500. You basically have almost unlimited at that point. And so for $40 a month for this, we have ChatGPT, which you can also use literally in Gen AI Pro if you want to use it for like $3 a month instead of the $25 a month. And you can also use the voiceover thing for like $4 a month. So we're looking at like $20 a month plus $3 a month plus $4 a month. We're looking at like almost $30 a month to create these AI storytelling videos, which are between 30 to 60 minutes long, which is going to give you guys, #1, a lot of views because YouTube loves longer videos. They love ranking longer videos higher, and you get paid more because there's more ads. So all in all, it is a great niche to get into. And these are probably the best tools to use for this as well, right? So you have the voiceovers, the thumbnails, the titles, the videos themselves, all done with AI, and it is 100% monetizable, and it's really beginner friendly. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to wrap it up there. If you have any additional questions, just put it in the comments. I'm always there answering everyone. If you want to join our community of over 10,000 people that are already there now creating YouTube videos with you and building their channels and businesses, then just click the first link in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.